This 12,000-year-old natural wonder releases 3,160 tons of glacier water every second. This is Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls was one of our top bucket list items and did not disappoint. In this video, we will give you some travel tips and take you to the best photo spots.
Niagara Falls consists of 3 waterfalls: Horseshoe, American, and Bridal Falls. Niagara Falls straddles the US-Canadian border. We recommend visiting the falls from both sides, but if we could only choose one, we recommend the Canadian side. The US side has a more side-on view of the falls, as it mainly sits on top of the falls. The Canadian side has a more direct view of the falls, as Canada's on the opposite side.
We started off our trip by flying from LaGuardia Airport in New York City to Buffalo Airport in New York State. We then took an Uber from Buffalo to Niagara Falls and got dropped off at Hard Rock Cafe on the US side. After getting lunch here, we spent some time walking around the Niagara Falls State Park on the US side before leaving the country and walking 15 minutes across the Rainbow International Bridge to Canada. We decided to walk across as it can get a bit more complicated with Uber entering a different country. Because we live in New Zealand, which is a very isolated island, we have never experienced walking across a country border before, so we were super hyped. Once you arrive in Canada, you will need to go through passport control. There is only a $1 toll when you leave Canada. So we just got across. It was pretty quick, literally less than 5 minutes. All they did really was ask us how we got in.
Usual question.
Yeah, how we got in, how did we fly in, how long are we staying, where are we staying, why have we come, and how are we going back, and where we live as well. So it's pretty standard questions. Also, if we're bringing any cannabis, firearms, weapons in. Coming back into the US is a lot easier. They didn't ask us any questions other than do we have anything to declare.
Yeah, for us at least with the ESTA for our New Zealand passport.
Yeah, I think it's Ricky was saying it might be because we already entered the USA before. So
all the checks have already been done, the fingerprints, etc.
Yeah.
Once you enter Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, the easiest way to get around is to walk. There are buses, but the city centre is small enough to walk. There are also plenty of eateries, desserts and entertainment between the motel and the falls. We stayed at Kensington Motor Lodge, which was a 20-minute walk. We stayed in Niagara Falls for 3 days, but it was a bit rushed and fast-paced, so we recommend at least 4 days.
Now we will go through our top 10 photo locations of Niagara Falls. Starting with the US side, Prospect Point Observation Point. We were originally going to go to the observation tower, but we had our small suitcases with us and apparently that wasn't allowed. So we settled for Prospect Point instead. This is the only viewpoint from the US side where you can get a side-on view of all 3 falls in one view.
Luna Island is our favourite viewpoint on the US side, as you can get pretty close to the top of the Bridal Veil and the American Fall, and get amazing photos, including your long exposure shots.
Terrapin Point sits right at the top of Horseshoe Falls and offers a great side-on view. You can also get a great shot of the observation tower and the American Falls. This is the best view of Horseshoe Falls from the US side.
As you walk across the Rainbow International Bridge, you can start to get a clearer view of all 3 falls.
Now we have entered the Canadian side. The Grandview observation deck offers a view of all 3 waterfalls. Unfortunately, we only had enough time to come here at night for the fireworks.
As you walk further along, you can get a very direct view of the American and Bridal Veil Falls. Don't forget to come here at night when the illumination lights turn on at dusk and for the 10 p.m. fireworks.
Keep walking along to Table Rock and you will get a direct view of Horseshoe Falls with the magnificent mist.
Now to our favourite viewpoint on the Canadian side, the best photo point for the Horseshoe Falls. The viewpoint is near the souvenir shop and sits right at the top and the side of Horseshoe Falls. Here you can get some amazing photos at sunrise and at dusk when the illumination lights come on.
Journey behind the falls takes you right up to the base of the falls, which is so surreal. The falls look so majestic from this angle. You will need to pay an entrance fee of $25 and you will get a little wet, but it is so worth it.
Skylon Tower is a must visit as it offers a breathtaking panoramic view of all three falls. You can visit the observation deck or have lunch at their 360-degree rotating restaurant. We opted for the restaurant, which included the observation deck ticket.
We hope this video helped you decide which viewpoints you want to visit in Niagara Falls. We will release a second video next week on activities to do and things to eat in Niagara Falls, so make sure to subscribe for notifications. See you next time!